Hi, this is Raghunath, and I'm here with Mike Pewtherer from woodlandways.com, and we are talking about our unprecedented Sadhu training, which is a cross between yoga, meditational techniques, and living in the forest for 6 days and 5 nights. And today we're going to have Mike demonstrate some simple primal skills, and the benefit of these primal skills. The first one is extracting fire from wood. So this is how sadhus lived. These are lost skills. Can you demo for us simply?
Sure.
And explain what we're going to be learning and why is it even important?
I mean, fire is one of those great things that's just so beneficial when you're out there. It gives you a center to your camp. It gives you an anchor point, and morale-wise, it just helps you out. When I think of wood, any kind of wood, I look at how is it made. And I think about the massive amounts of sunshine that are used in making a tree. And so part of that to me is, it makes me think that wood is a lot of stored sunshine. And so fire making techniques are different ways of asking that sunshine to come out, or the way I see it, different ways of saying please. And so it's a way that works with the planet rather than against the planet while still getting what you need. So in this case, it's fire.
It seems like all these techniques, the primal techniques that you study, they in themselves are meditational techniques.
They definitely are. I mean, if you take the approach of I'm going to pit myself against nature, you're already creating an adversarial relationship. Whereas if you say, hey, wait a minute, how can I get what I need while still being beneficial or creating a beneficial situation to the world around me, everybody's going to walk away a lot happier for it. If you think about rafting a river, you don't want to be going against the current, you want to be going with the current and maybe adjusting it a little bit so that you still get what you want, the river still gets to go where it wants. So this particular method is bow drill. It's something that many people are familiar with and many people are not. So I've got a number of components here. I've got a fireboard here that has a burned in area with a little notch in there. And then I've got the spindle, and the spindle goes in the fireboard of the hearth. And it's rotated by means of a string on a bow that you'll see soon. And the friction that builds up causes fibers to fall down into this notch. And when they get really hot and the notch gets full, they actually glom together and form a coal. And that's what we'll use to put into this. This is a mixture of some cedar bark, juniper cedar, and things like that. We'll put that coal in there and we'll blow that into a flame. And out in the woods, of course, you take that and you'd pop that into a ready-made fire.
So, as the yogis would say, there's fire in wood. It has to be extracted. And similarly, I think of the Native Americans would say the same thing.
Yeah, yep. I mean, I think of the trees as the standing people. They can't move. They've got to endure. So we're going to ask this. This is some basswood or linden, and we're going to use the bow drill method to ask the wood to please release that fire, that heat, all that sunshine that is stored up.
Okay, extract it.
I'm going to put a leaf here, and that's just going to make it a little bit easier for me to transfer the coal into my tinder bundle. So to keep it in place, I'm going to use this handhold so I can apply pressure as well. And then I've got the bow string wrapped around the spindle such that by moving it, it rotates the spindle. Turn this around here. All right, here we go. So it's windy, it's blowing that smoke away, but you can see that notch is filling up with fibers. I can pick up the pace and pack it, make sure I've got a really big coal. I want to make sure I put this away somewhere dry. I'll just move that out. Oh, got some serious wind here. I'm going to protect that coal for a moment. That wind blew the coal apart a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and
What kind of tinder are you adding?
So this is juniper cedar. You can actually pull it from the outside of a tree without hurting the tree. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. So I've got it nestled in there, and I'm going to just cover that up.
Is the wind working against you today, or with you?
Now that I've got it in there, it can work for me. So instead of having to blow onto the coal, the wind can come through. And right now what it's doing is it's actually spreading the heat. It's bringing up the tinder up to temperature. And so there's no rush. I can let the wind blow it. If the wind dies down, I can blow. I see these little wisps of smoke coming out that tells me the coal is still in there, alive and well. And so right now it's just warming things up. It's getting them ready to go.
This whole process took about 30 seconds.
Doesn't take very long. So again, I'm not going to rush it. If I rush it, what happens is I burn up all the little embers in there before they get a chance to catch the tinder. It's been pretty damp. We've had some rain this morning, so finding tinder is a challenge, and so I want to give this enough time to make sure it dries out.
You want to talk about some other techniques we'll be concentrating on? I mean, besides we're doing yoga, study of mantras, so even ending on a vision quest. Oh, your fire's ready to go here.
So this is about to go here. Out in the woods, I'd have my teepee fire already built with a little opening in it, so I could just pop this in there, and now we've got we've got fire. So obviously not a fire pit, but again, it's pretty damp in here. Fire, in many ways, is life. It can purify your water, it can lift your spirits, it can cook your food, and it can signal for help if you need it.
All right, so thanks, Mike Pewtherer. Check out our Sadhu training happening this summer. 5 nights, 6 days here at Hawthorne Valley School. Beautiful 400 acres, farm, swimming, primal skills, yoga, meditation, and making fire. Thanks.